I know a lot of people have discarded the cow milk and they favor the goat milk. Is that going to make a difference
That's
here?
a good question. I haven't seen studies on goat milk specifically,
Yeah.
but I say why go for the goat when you can go for plant milks, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's still got the casein, the animal protein
I
that
would
is
say,
carcinogenic.
I would assume, yeah, that it has the same problem because it's still animal protein. What happens is the immune system is recognizing this protein, right, this non-self protein, as an invader, like bacteria or a virus, and it's attacking it, right, by creating torpedoes, antibodies to destroy it.
Mm.
Now, these new antibodies that have formed, they now start attacking self tissues because the self tissues may look similar to the animal proteins from milk and meat. So
And
same
that's the definition of an autoimmune condition, right?
condition, right? Same
Destroying, attacking self proteins,
self growth, yeah, self tissues. So
tissues.
hyperthyroidism, is very similar. Only it actually goes up in a scale, right? Where vegans have the lowest levels of hyperthyroidism, and the more you include animal foods in your diet, whether they be dairy or meat, you risk the rates of hypothyroidism go up. So they've also done studies, and this kind of explains what happens, why there's a case control study in 2017 where 462 individuals who had thyroid antibodies in their blood were compared to 1,388 controls, those who were healthy, normal, no thyroid antibodies, and compared to the control groups. I'm sorry, this is a little fuzzy. But those who had vegetables, legumes, dried fruit, nuts, basically plant-based foods in their diet, they had a protective effect. They did not have these thyroid antibodies. For those who had butter and animal fats, animal foods from all sorts, animal fats from all animal sources of food, had higher rates of thyroid antibodies. So we know where it's coming from. It's kind of been kind of explained through these studies. Yep.
Yeah. Well, aside from those broad categories of foods, are there any particular food items that you would say are especially protective of the thyroid, beneficial to thyroid function to help reverse or prevent thyroid disease?
Very good question. So the first thing obviously is, foods that come from plant-based origin, knowing that the fact that they do not have animal protein, obviously by definition, just by switching to that diet, you have the best benefit. But if you're looking at specific foods, there are some, if you think about what's happening with the immune system, right? What's going to help the thyroid gland is what's going to help the immune system. So you want foods that are very high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory potential, right? And so there have been studies where turmeric is very effective in helping with thyroid health. That the reason why this is thought to be is because of inflammation again. And the turmeric is one of the most anti-inflammatory spices, and spices in general are the most anti-inflammatory food group in general. So eating a lot of spices. Ginger would be another one spice that has very high anti-inflammation. And why this is important too, Scott, and I like to use this illustration. I can't remember which organization described it this way, but inflammation is like a construction crew at work in your body 24 hours, 7 days a week. Now imagine how annoying that would be. A construction crew in your house that just never leaves. Mm-hmm. Breaking down doors and walls that it has no business breaking down. That's what inflammation does. So when you have a body that's inflamed, right, you want foods that calm that inflammation, that basically essentially put the construction workers out the house, right? So turmeric, ginger, those foods that are rich in anti-inflammatory potential. Other food groups would be berries. Berries are very high anti-inflammatory potential due to antioxidants. I would say eat the variety of foods though, right? You want a variety. You want colors. Brightly colored foods are telling you, hey, look at me, I'm a superhero, right? Brightly colored foods, so your fruits, your vegetables, those are things that are rich in antioxidant potential, inflammation fighting potential. You want to increase those in your diet.